What happens when heritage meets relentless innovation? When a legacy of performance is fused with the technology of tomorrow? This is the 2026 Porsche 911 GTS, a machine that doesn't just drive, it defines what it means to be a modern sports car. At first glance, the 2026 GTS looks unmistakably 911, but look closer and you'll see the evolution in every curve. Porsche has refined the classic silhouette with subtle aero upgrades, sculpted intakes, and a front splitter that means business. Up front, the new Matrix LED headlights are sleeker and more aggressive, sitting above larger, more functional air channels. Around back, the light bar now stretches across the rear in a sharper, more angular form, wrapping around a new active spoiler for better high-speed stability. The widened fenders hug those 20-inch front and 21-inch rear wheels wrapped in sticky Michelin Pilot Sport 4S rubber, giving the GTS a planted, predatory stance. Inside, Porsche has taken a driver-first approach, as always, but with more tech and luxury than ever before. You are greeted by the new 12.6-inch curved digital instrument cluster that's fully customizable. It's flanked by a crisp 10.9-inch center touchscreen running the latest Porsche communication management system, fast, fluid, and intuitive. Underneath the rear deck lid lives the heart of the beast, a 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six engine, now producing a blistering 490 horsepower and 420 lb-ft of torque. That's enough to launch the GTS from 0 to 60 in just 3.0 seconds flat. Power is delivered through your choice of a slick 7-speed manual, yes, it still exists, or the lightning-quick 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission. And whether you go rear-wheel drive or opt for Porsche's brilliant all-wheel drive system, this thing sticks like glue. Of course, performance like this comes at a price. The base 2026 911 GTS starts at around $150,000, but with options, and let's be honest, nobody buys a Porsche without adding a few. You're looking at closer to $170,000 to $180K. Some highlights to consider. The lightweight package shaves off 55 pounds, rear bucket seats add that motorsport vibe, and ceramic brakes give you supercar-level stopping power, all for a premium, of course. But Porsche isn't just selling speed. This is daily drivable precision engineering with the soul of a track weapon. Now, let's be real, the 911 GTS isn't perfect. Daily driving a low-slung sports car means compromised visibility, a stiff ride on bad roads, and very little cargo space. If you live in a snow-heavy region, the RWD version might not be ideal either. Also, while it's more affordable than a Turbo S, this is still an expensive toy in a world leaning toward electrification. And with EVs getting faster and smarter, the GTS might soon feel like a romantic relic to some. But here's the thing, the 911 GTS doesn't need to follow trends. It exists for those who care about feeling the road, commanding a machine that responds to every input, and experiencing automotive joy in its purest form. It's not just a car, it's a connection to the road, to history, and to yourself. The 2026 Porsche 911 GTS is a modern classic, and possibly one of the last great analog-feeling sports cars in a digital world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Porsche 911 GTS, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Would you take the GTS over a Turbo, or maybe even a Taycan? Let us know.